still on.
I seated. Good morning, beautiful and exciting morning it is on the bumper breakfast. We're starting quite a bit late due to some technical issues this morning. Hope you all woke up on the right side of your minds. Of course, my name is Tomisi, and it's always a pleasure being here with you at this great morning. And as we go on the bumper breakfast this morning, we'll take a look at some of the stories that made the front page of the papers. But of course, I have a guest in the studio. And Olayinka Daniels is one of the regulars on the bumper breakfast. He joins us every Tuesday, a constitutional lawyer, a social activist, and of course one of the voices calling for more dividends of democracy for Nigerians. I'm talking about Mr. Olayinka Daniels. Good morning, good to have you.
Morning, Tomisi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for not wearing white. I almost was going to ask and say, please, can there not be white in this attire right now? But of course, we'll take a look at the papers together this morning. And I love the fact that we're beginning with aviation fuel, because that's one sector that is threatening so urgently to shut down. NNPC has intervened as airlines lament 3 days stock of fuel. Aviation crisis. Airline operators set to get license to import Jet A1. You have reps and NPC marketers agree to bring down price to 500 naira per litre. Nigerians may pay 120,000 naira for air ticket per seat. That's coming from Uyama. And Cartel sells Jet A1 630 against 445 per litre. That's coming from Mele Kiari. Now you have these airlines. Yesterday, a lot of people listened to the CEO of Airpeace, Mr. Onyama, Alan Oyama happens to be one Nigerian who has contributed a lot. I mean, his airline has been so instrumental in the days of wanting to rescue Nigerians and bring them in, wanting to bring in COVID-19 relief, wanting to, bring in Nigerians who were stuck in Ukraine. His airline was one of the airlines that jumped to the fore. But then the industry, I particularly don't understand how the cartel can make life this difficult for them. According to Mele Kiari, it's the cartel. 445 naira per litre is what is the approved price. But the cartel is selling for 630. How do we have so much loopholes in our country?
Well, for me, I think all this still comes to the same thing, not just the aviation fuel. Generally,
yes.
And that is what has been happening in different sectors of the, fuel and all that. Now, back to this. When you have a system where nepotism is the order of the day, when you have a system where there's no structures and where is just solely on the shoulder of a few cabal or a few cartel, this happens because they dictate the market. They dictate what happens. They dictate because they are so self-centered, so selfish, and no one is considering the populace. No one is considering the people. So it's about the gains, how to maximize their own gains. So even what is not, they create an artificial problem. They create an artificial hike and whatever just because
to usurp and
that's it. So as long as we have this will continue, and every one of them will wait to leverage on every opportunity that comes like this. It's sad when you find out, okay, things are not working well. We know what is happening all over the world. We know the challenges we have just because we have failed from our own end to do the needful. We have failed from our own hand to have our own refineries. We have failed out, or we take our own crude out to refine for people to send back to us. And if probably we have a system where we refine all those things, where we produce and we refine from our own end, maybe we'll have less of all these portfolio cartel. We have less of some of these people that are dictating the price, that are dictating the market, don't even have they have no business doing that.
They have no business in the business that they are trying to control.
To control. We saw what happened at the other time. I think was it during former President Jonathan Obasanjo. Former President Jonathan, when the issue of the embezzlement and the issue of mirage fake, and we saw when National Assembly was interviewing some of these people, we saw number of portfolio marketers that had no business in this fueling thing, but that they were making money. The subsidy sagas, subsidies and making money. So it's happening, and it will continue to happen. And that has, okay, you just told us about 450, and some are selling as high as what, 600 and whatever. And when you are that, so who is doing that? Is there any check and balances? Who is watching? Who is calling these people to order? Who is regulating what? And see, it's a system where people come and they do whatever they like, and in the end, no one is accountable for it. They'll just make noise. Okay, we've had the situation. Okay, we had a recent situation where they brought in bad fuel to us. See, as we speak, nobody is they are not come out. Say, okay, this is what exactly happened, and like that, this will go.
And we're still waiting for that inquiry, and obviously we're still waiting for the compensation.
And don't forget that money is being poured into this, because already they had to take out the bad fuel to bring in the good ones, and that is another money.
There was a particular news that said that they were trying to mix the bad fuel with when I saw it in the news, I was waiting, agitating for the follow-up to that story, because if we're mixing, it means that we're managing the problem. Like, we're still selling the bad fuel, but we're mixing it. But when I saw that, okay, some filling stations still claim that they're not selling fuel because of the adulterated fuel that has not been withdrawn. We have the peace of mind. But then there are so many things that have happened after the adulterated fuel was sold to us. We bought fuel at 250 per liter. We bought at 200. We bought at 165. We're selling at Rwanda is selling at 167. Mobil is selling at 165. Total is selling at 165. But then that's the official price. There are so many other filling stations along selling at 200 naira per liter pump price. This is not attendant says you give me 1,000 at the end of pump price. So there are so many loopholes that we're dealing with here. So many Nigerians are taking advantage, and there is nobody monitoring. What happened to what is the job of NSCDC? I thought that was their job. I thought it was part of their job.
Yeah, it was part of their job, but who is working? Who is working? That is the question. The other DPR, whatever, who is working? Maybe, and what those guys do, because they know that during the day is the only time these people can come around, so they will not sell. They will tell you they don't have fuel during the day.
So they sell at night?
Yeah, they sell at night, because nobody, those ones would have closed, they would have gone home, and so they come out and sell at night. So
and we run an 18-hour economy.
And our people will go and buy, because of course they need fuel. There's no light. They have to power their gen with this same fuel. They have to do a lot of things with this same fuel. They have to move around with this same fuel. So they have no choice but to go buy at whatever price they've been given.
Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're talking about the adulterated fuel, and we're talking about the aviation fuel crisis versus the price of diesel. As we speak, diesel sells for as high as 730 naira. We run on diesel here, so we definitely understand what that means. A couple of months ago, diesel was selling at about 280 naira, 250 to 80. Just a couple of days after, was selling at 400, from 400 to 500. While the adulterated fuel was being sold, it came as high as 500. And before we knew what was happening, 600. Now we're talking about 730. What has happened to that sector? Is it that the NNPC is now sleeping, or the DPR no longer works, or has subsidy finally been removed? totally from all of these products. These are some of the stories we'll be delving into after this commercial break.
Marhaba bika ya Ramadan. Welcome the month of forgiveness. As a foremost broadcasting house that promotes Islamic values, MITV Star FM 101.5 has packed a series of thought-provoking, soul-inspiring, classical and educative Islamic programs in commemorating this year Ramadan, such as pre-dawn Ramadan Tafsir from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., Ramadan Talk, quiz competition, Tarawih live from Holy Kaaba, call to prayer, and a lot more for your spiritual upliftment during the holy month. We are imploring Islamic societies, Muslim organizations, corporate bodies, and individuals to advertise their goods and services at affordable cost. For details, contact 003 300 4531 or 00 35158736 and 002 928 0721. Ramadan Kareem.
Welcome. You're currently on DSTV Compact. Ready to step up?
Let's do it!
Congratulations! DSTV has stepped you up to DSTV Premium. Enjoy all your favorite channels like a boss.
Step up to the next level on us. Upgrade your current DSTV package and we'll step you up to the next highest package at no extra cost.
Do you have continuity or association plan for your business?
Has anyone shared the concept of sustainability with you?
What about the need to protect the rights of minority shareholders?
What are those ingredients germane to having effective meetings?
For these and many more, tune into Corporate Governance Platform every Thursday on MITV, your darling station, on DSTV 255 and UHF 43 at 4:30 p.m.
Corporate Governance Platform is your best medium for informative and educative strategies for the practice of the corporate governance profession.
Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria, ICSAN, the hub of governance professionals.
Welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast. We're just talking about the stories in the papers, and we began with the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Our guest Olayinka Daniels is still here with us. We're talking about the aviation fuel crisis, and one of the riders there is that the CEO, the MD, Alain Onyama of Air Peace, has said that Nigerians may begin to buy tickets for as high as 120, a return ticket for as high as 120,000 naira.
I sure 120 or not even 200 to even go to Abuja now. To go to Abuja now, you may end up spending 200 to and fro on tickets.
Just to
Oh no, return to
a return ticket, and that's it. And it's saying per seat.
Yeah.
Now, the airline operators are set to get tickets to bring in their own fuel, to import the Jet A1 fuel. Do we have any hope that things are going to maybe get to a point where we would at least be able to refine one fuel, one type? We don't refine our diesel, we don't refine our kerosene, we don't refine the jet fuel, we don't refine the petrol.
Okay, maybe by 2023, at least we have Dangote. Sorry, I'm trying as much as
yes,
possible.
We have Dangote that said it's going to start operations. Yeah.
So maybe at that point, maybe things will change. Maybe things will be better.
If it starts
Because
operations.
If it's sad, seriously, it is sad if we have a country like Nigeria, where God has blessed us with everything humanly possible, and we cannot boast of one working, fully capacity working refinery. Government in, government out.
Every day.
They come and they promise and they tell. We know what they told, this administration told us when they were coming in.
Yeah.
8 years, we can't boast of one
Would you have been happy
capacity
if they borrow money to
working-
just give us one refinery? Wouldn't you have been happy as a person?
borrow money. We borrow money to consume. We borrow money to pay salaries. We borrow money and we are asking. For instance, you borrow money to put in so many consumable things, and we ask, how do you service the loan? Because when you take loan, you must, part of the plan is how you're going to service the loan, how you're going to pay back.
Definitely.
But all we do is, we don't think of how we're going to pay back. Because why? There's no how. When you consume a loan, how do you?
Intend to pay back.
Now, if you take a loan, for instance, for a refinery, you surely know that it's going to generate result. It's going to generate money, and you will be able to service whatever you're taking to build that. That's why we even said, okay, if government, you can't do this, let's do partnership. Yes, and that is what they are doing now with Dangote. Dangote solely spend his money and did all that. Now NNPC saying they are buying so shares and all
20%.
that. Now, if we take money and we build one, and it's okay in partnership, and okay, maybe the government, because I don't want to entrust the management into your hands. I know you are not good managers. You know what you have put your hands on. You know how far. So then let us have the private sector to manage. While okay, you take your part and you do the needful because you are the one supplying. Let there be an arrangement and agreement. But as we speak, not single one. This government, this administration will finish 8 years by next year. And the entire 8 years, you could not give me just one. Because you told me you're going to make several ones. Even the ones that we had before, all dead. And you could not even revive one.
Just
and
one.
all we do. And you see, because when you talk about Cabal,
Maybe the money for subsidy,
when you
we'll
talk
use
about-
it to revive
when
one.
you talk about Cabal, when you talk about Patel, all those people are there in this government. Because I don't see any reason why things cannot work. Well, you can tell me that I'm not in the system. Maybe I'm outside, so I'm not going to see it the way you are seeing it. Yes, I agree. And I'm not supposed to see it the way you're seeing it, because what I am saying, you don't have a superior argument to tell me
From the
that,
consumer's perspective.
You don't have. If you have a superior argument, fine. But you don't have one. Because it doesn't make sense. We all do businesses out there. And we know how our things work. If you want your things to move forward, we know what you do. So if we have employed you as a servant to put all this in place, and you're telling me that some people are sabotaging, some people are frustrating the people, the marketers are doing this, some people are doing that, and you can't put your house in order, then I disagree with you, sir. So unfortunately, this is coming back to the people. Look at what is happening now. Meaning that if you have to do a local flight, you know how much you're going to pay.
Yeah.
You know, per trip.
If you want to go anywhere.
Now, the roads are not good to say you want to travel. The environment are not conducive to say, okay, you want to travel some route because of the so-called bandits and criminals, you know, hanging in the bushes, and you go and whatever happens. So, all the dividends, the dividends the Constitution has given us, as in dividends of democracy that we're supposed to be enjoying under the provision of the Constitution, we are not enjoying it. I can't move freely. I don't have access to a lot of things. already now we have total blackout everywhere. In fact, before they even announced the blackout, we already have blackout. So, and what are we enjoying?
We have hope.
What is the dividends of democracy we are enjoying as a
but
people?
Let's clarify. We have power failure. Before the blackout, we had hope that maybe by evening
they will give us
a few hours of light.
Okay.
Now we don't have hope.
Well, this morning a few people are still saying, I mean, the Lekki, some Aziz are still saying
they have power.
light. That yeah, they give them light over the night. Well,
but we know, those of us in our area, we know.
In fact, we even said, okay, maybe it was better. Somebody was asking me, my house today, they didn't give us light. I said, light. Since you are not in the country, you don't know what is happening. You just go and buy fuel and power your jet.
So for those of us without generator,
I mean, it's sad because this thing comes back to the people. It comes back to the people. It's the people that fly, that, you know, they can travel, they can probably for business, for family, for different reasons. People move for different reasons. They can even do, you can't go on the road. Somebody was telling me this morning that please, Yinka, please don't go on the road. We still need you, you know. If you can fly, just probably move all your appointment, whatever, to, you know, to other times, but they're definitely not.
Don't use the road.
Don't use the road. And because, I mean, it's sad.
You see, so many things happening here, but we still have more stories on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. I run through the other ones. Blackouts as grid collapses after losing 1,106 megawatts.
The war in Ukraine today, 20 days, whatever, over maybe 20 days thereabout.
Yeah.
Have you heard of total blackout in Ukraine?
No.
Yes, maybe there are some areas that because of the war is affected.
And that was because the Russian government attacked the power grid in those places.
Talking about thank you. So there are places that the walls are still and the powers are still.
No, there are still places where the markets are open, the cinemas are open.
So we have not even had that one. If it's not storm, if there is any lightning like this from,
we have problem.
we have problem.
We have problem.
If the water will finish from Kanji, one thing will happen. At this time and age in 21st century, this is 2022, and somebody is still telling me a grid collapse.
It's not the first time. Do you want to bother about it?
I'm bothered because it concerns my people.
Because it concerns all of us, and whether we like it or not, we're spending so much money on fuel.
The country is so expensive.
Now they tell us that we're buying fuel, we're buying petrol.
And you know the irony of it? Most of the people that are in the ends of affairs, most of the people in charge of these things, don't buy those
They don't buy these things.
They don't buy this fuel because it comes directly from the purse, from our own money, our own tax money. Yes.
Some of the monuments of office that they enjoy.
Yes. They don't even know because the car is there. They don't want to know how much they buy. It's fuel.
And you know that their houses, they don't see light has gone off.
No.
Because
it's 24/7. Even when the light is off, the
automatically.
So they don't spend any money, and they still collect salaries, and so they can't feel the pains. That's why all of them want to go there. For
a lot of them want to go there.
Yeah, they don't care about us. They don't care about us because they are not feeling those pains. Unfortunately, they have families that are feeling these pains. So that's to tell you that these people don't really know what they are doing. Because even if they are not feeling it, they are members of their families that are feeling these pains, that are living among people as a society, and all of us are going through this pain. And what are they doing? Okay, if someone an emergency, I heard the minister of power, someone an emergency meeting yesterday, and I asked before yesterday, all the meetings we've been having, what has been happening?
What are you doing before?
So what is the result? What are we looking forward to get from the collapse of
sudden meeting?
Sudden emergency. So it's well, I don't know. We're not going to keep quiet. Who will talk? Who will pray? Because some people say, you don't only take out prayer, you can't take out prayer. Yes, but we will pray. We will what? Because seriously, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what what to call it, and that is what we cost ourselves. That is what we as a people are put together to present to ourselves. This is what we can afford.
All right, so let's take a look at the Nation newspaper this morning. And Wike Obaseki fights dirty in a bid to control Edo PDP. And the banner headline also talks about PDP because there is anxiety, zoning anxiety in PDP over presidential ticket. That's riders like battle rages between the North and the South, and the National Caucus, the BOT, neck mates. Now, the national chairman, Iyocha Ayu, is chairing the National Caucus, where this is taking place. In the midst of all of our troubles, I thought there was supposed to be some measure of peace of mind. Okay, there's something positive coming in from the political parties when they finally present their candidates. But they're still battling between whether it's going to be me that will control or it's going to be you that will control. But what is it with Nigerian governors and wanting to control the party? I mean, what is Governor Nyesom Wike wanting to control the Edo PDP for? I don't get it. Is it just in their DNA?
Well, I have said this over time that governors turning themselves to girds and turning themselves to the chairman of every political party
in their states.
No, everywhere they are, in their states is something that need to be checkmate. Unfortunately, it has become the phenomenon. It has become the trend. It has become. They have made it
a pattern that we're all used to.
A pattern that we are used to. That okay, once you become the governor, then you are in charge of the
party in your state, irrespective of whether you have a party chairman or not.
For Governor Wike, I have my reservation, and it's a mixed one. To an extent, I like him in some areas, and to an extent, I have issues. I have issues also with him in some areas because he has mouth diarrhea, and
he's my governor.
Like I said it's a mixed one. I like him in some areas, but I'll still say it the way
he has mouth diarrhea. Is that a condition?
Well, it is a disease.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mouth diarrhea. It is. When you don't know when to shush, when you don't know what you don't say in public, when you everything you have to say it, and again, when you see an average person, an average man out there can say things and people will not. But if you own a particular office, office as a governor of a state, you should watch what you say. You will not talk to colleagues and be asking who is your father. Yeah, that was what it was telling.
Maybe it means who is the political father.
Who is this? He didn't. No, don't rephrase the question because he didn't put political father. He was asking who is his father. Telling them that all those things that all those probably old rich people used to do to themselves. That who are you? Who is your father in this land? And I mean, as a governor, he shouldn't. And he talks too much. He go overboard. In fact, the day I had I was all out. The day he was just abusing all the kings, all the monarchs in the river states. I mean, talking to them as well, talking to his children. And I said, no. This is not Africa. This is not our thing. This man should be cautioned. So that is Wike. Yes, probably the boldness. Wike is arrogant. If I take the boldness in Wike, fine. I will say fine. I like. Sometimes, he doesn't know. He's not scared of not to say anything. Or I'll talk to you if I have to talk. I will say this if I have to say this. He's not afraid that. But then, we should watch it. You're a governor. When you're doing this, do it with caution, because it's not just about you now. The people. You're dealing with people, and now what legacy are you leaving? You have followers, that's the truth. You can't take it away from it. Now, if your followers then see your style as norm, then this is what should happen, then they come
They
in
do
and
it,
they start.
and they assume that it's normal.
Yeah, and you know what will happen? What he's doing today, by the time he leaves that office, you want to force in, or well, may have his candidate that they want to bring in as governor and all that, and all this thing will still happen. The same thing he did with Amici, this same thing will happen. He will also pay this price that all this that is dishing out. Now that is about Wike.
Which they dished out to Oshiomhole, don't forget.
Well, this is in fact Wike.
Because I really do not see anything different to what Obaseki is doing and what Oshiomhole did.
Wike is even he apologized to Oshiomhole publicly this last outburst, because to be fair, also the Obaseki, and then when Obaseki was leaving APC and was coming to PDP, some of us will laugh and we say, look, this man will do the same thing.
Yeah.
And what? Okay, the part of the allegations was, come, you governor of the state. A political party in that state had made you governor. Now, we know how it works, all these politics and all that, that, okay, fine. There are people in that state that can do this job. Then no. You bring out your Lagos people, your friends in Lagos, and you give them the contract. And people are saying, no. These people were not part of people here that
let
can
them
do this.
eat too from the dividends of what you are
That
getting.
was what part of the things Oshiomhole was saying. And say, no, this guy needs to go. Now, PDP absorbed it. Today, he's
They are
doing
fighting.
it. So, Wike is now saying, look, I was in Edo for 3 days to make sure that you are governor.
Yes.
I was there for 3 days to make sure that you are governor. But now, you are asking me, you are telling me Edo is not Rivers, that I should go back to my own state. When others denied you, when others left you, I stood.
Brought my money.
I brought my money and
boys.
that's okay. Oh yeah, so you said I'm cussing, I'm a bully. I think that was what he said. He said, you're calling me a bully. So I was a bully and I made sure that you became a governor. I was a bully and I did that and I did this and I did all. So now we are telling you something and you are calling us bully. So whatever you think you can do, if you think, okay, Edo is not Rivers, then come to Rivers come and try it and let's see who is who. You know,
Nigerian politics, like the way it plays out, it's always a matter of, I moved to this party. But I always ask, did your ideology as a person change? I mean, it's all about the recruitment process. There was nothing, the information was right there in public glare. Everybody could see it. But then PDP absorbed him into their party. Now he seems to be, in their words, biting the fingers, you know, that fed him. Isn't that the modus operandi when it comes to politics here?
Well,
What has changed? I mean, there's no difference.
Well, I'm a differ, and I don't want to go that route. Because when you say biting the fingers that fed you, ow, I'm a governor, for instance. When I become governor, I'm no longer governor of any party. I'm the governor of the people, of the state.
Unfortunately, our people do not practice
Good.
such.
So governance is key. So now, if I am now trying to do the right thing with my own ideology, with my own maybe what's it called? All my manifestos, whatever I'm trying to carry out. I mean, fulfilling all those promises
that I made to the people.
Then, if the party is saying I shouldn't go that route, that no, you can't release all the, you can't be fixing people's. No. We have to fix our problems too as a party. Bring money and all that. So, no, this money is for the people.
That's the difference.
It's for the. That's what I'm saying. That I'll be a bit different because sometimes, or most of these people's motive, you can read their minds. You don't know what what we are seeing is what we are seeing on the paper. Some of these deeper things that they do among them, we don't know.
Definitely.
We don't see some
They
of those
actually
fights.
know the secrets of their fights.
Thank you.
So,
very well. The reason why sometimes I try not to descend into the arena of the
nitty-gritty of whatever is causing
I can only
quarrel.
probably whatever we see, we talk about that. But there are other things that to us are unseen. So I would not want to maybe come up with what's it called? The different theories. Manufactured theories. No. So for them, it is for me. I think we just need to consider you're going into a political party. Be known for who you are. I look at him now. He gave him a name. A Syria betrayer.
Yeah.
Obaseki.
He actually said,
called
his Edo State counterpart, Godwin Obaseki, accused him of betrayal, describing him as an ungrateful fellow. He said the former national chairman of the APC, Adams Oshiomhole, had been vindicated. He said he was sorry for ignoring Oshiomole's warning about Obaseki, adding that everything the former APC chairman said about the character of the Edo State governor had come to pass. It's so sad.
So that was when he apologized to Oshiomhole. Like, come, we're sorry. You told us, but we thought.
But we did.
Yeah,
we did what we felt.
Everything was about okay, what I can get at that time, and that was the reason why also they couldn't listen. Probably if they were not about we want to have it, we want to have it. PDP must get it.
PDP must get it.
And they are not looking at substance.
The character.
You know what? I mean, the accusation, what these people were saying about
the person in question.
So,
all right, let's look at the Punch. I like this particular story I want to delve into. We're still talking about blackout as national grid collapses. Federal government summons emergency meeting. The schools alert power consumers as 19 power plants record zero output. Federal government, TCN, Gencos, and NPC, all firms, others hold a marathon session. Major firms, public institutions suspend services as blackout lingers. Wike Obaseki continue verbal war. Governors allege betrayal. Unguarded statement. Reps and NPC intervene as flight cancellations leave passengers stranded. ASU extends strike to May. Parents beg federal government, says demands met. Nigeria reports 1,060 polio cases. Variant hits 29 states and the FCT. I like this one. Confusion as Kyari's wife slumps in court. Suspended DCP remanded. What is it with us about things? Abba Kyari's wife, the DCP Abba Kyari's wife, fainted yesterday in court. And the picture story is all over the papers, of course, a lot of people can see. One of the things that amazed me, first of all, is this is an Hausa woman. See how many men are men don't carry Hausa man's wife, but I'm sorry, quite a number of men had to, run down to carry this woman out of the country. What was it that was so powerful that she had to faint? Because haven't you noticed that there is always somebody fainting?
Look, I don't want us to be sarcastic about this.
Maybe there is a health issue.
It is possible that, don't forget.
So why come to court?
Hold on, don't forget. Of course, his wife.
Is it compulsory?
It's not compulsory.
If you do not have the
hold on, it's not compulsory, but it's his wife. So he should give his husband support. Okay, they have taken her husband to court. Of course, he would, even if she's at home. I mean, her heart, everything is there, and I don't think because if there was a health issue, I think the doctor or whoever should have advised to say, please
move on, don't
go to, because now don't forget that
any place that will aggravate
this is a celebrated case.
Yes.
And okay, you can see even this is outside court. You can see the crowd.
Yeah.
Now imagine the crowd in the court, inside the court. Now, if you don't have such crowd inside the court, meaning that there will be some of maybe heat, I mean the environment and all that.
Asthmatic.
Okay, don't move before then. Yeah, because if she's at, you can never know whether there's some dust or some. I mean, even the heat can trigger anything. For her to slump, or I mean to faint, it could be the heat.
Okay.
Inside the court.
Okay.
Because there's so much crowd there.
Okay.
It could be anything.
Okay.
So anything could have triggered it. Don't forget that she's not the one facing. She's not the one being tried. So if she's not the one being tried, I mean.
The proceedings
I don't see
also
any reason
ended.
why people should link it to. We know that we have a wonderful people, that everyone that goes to court is an actor. because they either something with my neck is paining me, or they use crutches. I saw one on social media. The man was using crutches and all that, and when he got back from court, the next thing was removing everything, and somebody that was nothing was wrong with him, but when he was going to court, they had told him he had robbed different things, he had, you know, all those paparazzi. So we know they do that. Yes, every criminal must be an actor, or is he? Every actor must be a criminal. Oh, no, sorry, every criminal
Must be an
actor, because
Oh my God.
they know what they are doing. So, but in this matter, that's why I said I don't want us to go that route, because she's not the one being tried. So we can't say, oh, she's forming like other people, and like I said, it could be the heat and the court. It could be any reason
But
why
moreover, they were
she
done with the
fainted.
proceeding. The husband was already being led away when she fainted. She fell to the floor.
Because okay, probably she also was hopeful that he was going to be granted bail, and that didn't happen. Of course, women, anyone could feel not again, and maybe in the course of that, or it's possible, because media also can be very, very wonderful. It's possible that she didn't even faint. Maybe she just fell. Or she's tired. She had the news wasn't granted. She fell, and they carried, and they started showing all those, to win the sympathy of the. You know how people can be funny. They'll just do all this paparazzi drama here and there to win the sympathy of the court. Probably have to say, see, his wife fainted. I'm sure the next John date, by the time they are in court, the lawyer will raise that. So these are, things that they use.
This is part of the gimmick. So now you're a lawyer.
Yeah.
And then the lawyer is going to come to court the next time. So
Yes.
Abakari had to stay with his wife
Yeah.
in, in the premises where she was being checked. The ADLE officers waited for him outside
Yes.
until she was finally discharged, and
Yeah.
then they allowed her to go
Yes.
when they took him back to custody.
Yeah.
So you are saying that you wouldn't be surprised, or that's just the modus operandi of lawyers. The next John date now.
My lord, you can see that the wife, fainted because this, and the wife is. They will now come up with health challenge for the wife, and now by the time you now take the husband to prison custody, he's going to be looking. Also, they will come to persuade the court, to tell the court.
So, do
reasons.
you then agree with me that this could have been, like you said, a very nice movie that was acted out?
No. Assuming without conceding, I'm not going to say, okay, I agree with you. But let's even say yes, that okay, it is a drama, but the truth.
Well, it's a drama that will play out in their favor in the long run.
Well, I do not know
whether it is drama or otherwise.
Law is law, and law doesn't give a face to sentiment and all that. So if the man will not be granted, it's not the man that is dying that will say, oh, sorry, he will die in custody.
Based on compassionate grounds?
We need to compassionate ground that his wife
fainted. The judge cannot grant him bail?
No. I don't think I don't think the judge has that luxury of sentiment to say because the wife. The next thing, please don't come to court.
Okay.
Yes, if I'm the judge, I will tell, please don't come to court. My court is crowded. And if anybody,
I don't want to aggravate your health
I'll just
issues.
even do a general, whatever. I will tell everybody general, please, my court is crowded. Please, if you have health issues,
Don't come.
please kindly step up. I will, please, don't come. It's not it does not stand in the place of the judge to say, you must not. No. You have every right
To come.
But
he can advise.
But I can advise. So don't then come and use that to blackmail me.
Into wanting to do.
No.
All right, we've been taking a look at some of the major stories that made the front page of the papers today, and our guest, Olayinka Daniels, has been doing justice to, explaining and breaking down some of the stories. Olayinka, thank you so much for joining us again. Please let us know when you finally have light, so that we can compare notes and see if
Whether you have light too.
whether we like. We'll compare notes now. We like to compare notes. How much are you buying your own fuel now? I'm buying for 160. Oh, I'm buying for 160. We've done that.
No, the fuel
That's
is
about
bad.
power.
No, there's fuel everywhere.
Yes, that's not. So
Aside from aviation, yeah. We
Now it's
have
power.
fuel. Now
It's power.
Yeah.
So when you have lights, let us know so that we can compare notes. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about glaucoma. It's still Glaucoma Awareness Month.
Oh baby girl, show my bami dele. I want to marry you, no be play. Oh baby girl, come follow me home, mama minduro. Won't fake mama do. Oh baby girl, come be my lover. I wanna care for you yet forever. Oh baby girl, you are my sugar banana, pretty nana, baby. Oh, back for me, I will sing for you. Do re mi so me. I will love you longer than the family. I will care for you more than care me. Baby, oh, back for me. I will sing for you. Do re mi so me. I will.
Yes, welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast this morning. It's Glaucoma Awareness Month, and of course, you get to send your questions, your inquiries to 08043. Now, that's 33336672. My director will put that up at 08033336672. It's Glaucoma Awareness Month, and we've been dealing with this for quite a while, talking about the care for the eyes. I have Dr. Priscilla Imade, an optometrist, right here in the studio with me this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you back here again.
Thank you very much.
Happy International Women's Month.
Thank
As you're
you.
doing
Yes,
Glaucoma
of
Month,
course.
we're talking for ourselves as women for women, and we do
Yes,
not
and we are breaking the bias.
breaking it.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the eyes. So far, last time we had this conversation, we're talking about now children are becoming victims.
Yes.
Of this particular
Yes.
incident as well. What do you think? What has changed? What is causing? Because quite a number of parents came to me and said, is it the screen our children have been watching? Is it the cartoons and all that? You know, what do you think is responsible?
Thank you. First and foremost, let me just say that glaucoma is a group of eye diseases that affect the optic nerve head. The optic nerve head
It's a group.
Yes,
Really?
because it's a myriad of problems grouped together.
Wow.
Now, the optic nerve head is actually the cord that connects the eye with the brain. So what glaucoma does is to damage that connection between your eye and your brain. And when that happens, it results in irreversible blindness. Now, children are becoming glaucomatous. I mean, in my early years of the practice of optometry, we didn't used to have quite a number of children coming down with symptoms or risk factors for glaucoma. But these days, you discover that children too are having high incidences of glaucoma. Some of the risk factors for glaucoma that we have discovered is family history. When there is glaucoma in the family and it is not detected, it can be passed on to the children. Now, for what we know glaucoma to be, there is no symptoms, and people may not even know that they have it until they become blind. Some people or some members of our families have been blinded, they don't even know what caused the blindness. So once that is there and this glaucoma was not detected, by the time it trickles down, children can have it. And then some children are outrightly born with glaucoma. We call that infantile glaucoma. And some can acquire it as they go due to the inheritance or the family history that we are talking about. And then we also discovered that among the risk factors, people who are short-sighted, children who have myopia, can also develop glaucoma. And then these days too, science have implicated our lifestyle, the kind of food we eat, the kind of things we do, as even our environment, as possible risk factors. And then the fact that we are blacks too also predisposes us to development of glaucoma compared to the Caucasians or other people from other races. So for children, glaucoma is also inevitable in them now. And what we say, what we encourage parents to do is to take these children for checkup, because on your own at home, you cannot look into your child's eye and say, I think you have glaucoma. You cannot detect glaucoma at home. On your own, you don't know what glaucoma look like. It's only when you come to an eye clinic and your eyes are examined that the optometrist can tell you that there is glaucoma. Most times, before you know at home that you have glaucoma, a lot of damage would have been done. And quite a number of people present to the clinic at the late stages of glaucoma. So in this glaucoma awareness month, we are saying everyone counts and anybody can develop glaucoma as long as you have eyes. Children, don't they have eyes? They have eyes. Even animals that have eyes, they develop glaucoma. So glaucoma can affect anybody so long as you have eyes.
Especially if you have history in your family.
Yes. When there is a family history, it's a strong risk factor. About 80% of eye diseases are linked to strong family history. And then let me also say that glaucoma is the second leading cause of blindness worldwide after cataract. Cataract is the #1 leading cause of blindness.
But cataract, is it reversible?
Blindness from cataract can be corrected, can be reversed. But blindness from glaucoma is not reversible. It cannot be corrected. So what we try to do is to encourage people to come in on time, because early diagnosis will give you a better prognosis. And then there is no cure yet for glaucoma. As far as we are concerned, there is no cure. All we have is treatment and management. And if you don't present on time for that treatment and management, sorry, there's nothing the optometrist or the ophthalmologist can do about that. And of course, we have said it, glaucoma affects children. So when you are going for an eye examination, it's every member of your family that should do glaucoma screening. It's just like the way you screen for cancer and other diseases. That's how we screen for glaucoma now, because of the implications of glaucoma as far as our eye health is concerned. So this glaucoma awareness month, this month of March, go with every member of your family. Don't say my child is too young, or my child is too small, or I don't want my child to wear glasses, or
babies,
whatever. Everybody, so long as you have eyes, that's it.
Now,
that's the
you know, the other part of it is everybody wants to go for one form of screening or the other, especially medical things. But
Yes.
then these things are so expensive. Is that assumption correct?
Well,
because that's the assumption on the street. Don't worry, go and find out the number of your glasses. I have one woman down the road that will fix it for you.
Well, from my years of practice, I've been practicing optometry for over 20 years. I have come to realize that many people place less premium on their eye health. It is what you prioritize that you give attention to. Many people in this part of the world prioritize their eye care less than other things. I have seen people, I've seen women, I've seen men use as much as 40,000 or more to buy a Ashwebi. And when you tell them, come and pay please 10,000 for your eye health, they feel it is too much. They will complain. So it's priority. How much can you pay for your sight? I beg, if you say your eyes are not important, I mean, try blindness. Just close your eyes. Try to walk around your room, even the room that you are familiar with, and see the results that you will get. Or try to drive, closing your eyes. You will see what will happen. So there is no amount that you can place on your eye health.
Now,
eye care
you know,
is #1.
I want us to also clarify, because quite a number of people will be saying that my optician checks my eyes from time to time. What's the difference between an optician and an optometrist?
Thank you very much. In the eye care industry, actually, we have 3 major practitioners. We have the opticians, the optometrists, and the ophthalmologists.
Okay.
The ophthalmologists are medical doctors who specialize in, you know, the treatment of the eyes. They are the ones, actually, they are the highest echelon in Nigeria, and they are the ones that carry out surgeries and all that. They are medical doctors, just like you have your gynecologists and all that. Yes, that's how we have ophthalmologists. Yes, they are actually they are the tertiary care as far as eye is concerned. The optometrist is the primary care provider.
Okay.
We study optometry for 6 years, doctors of optometry. Then we provide you, we treat, we manage, we diagnose, and then give you all the care as far as eye is concerned. And
but when it comes to surgery,
yes, and then anything that has to do with the posterior segment, as far as our law is concerned, we refer to the ophthalmologist. So when the patient have an eye problem, for example, in Nigeria, the first person you are supposed to see is the optometrist. So when the optometrist have examined you, analyzed and diagnosed whatever is wrong with your eyes, then he can make a referral to the ophthalmologist. Why the optician, as far as the Nigerian context now is concerned, has to do with the people that do with the technical aspect, people that do the fitting, that will cut the lens on the frame.
Do they study that as well?
Yes, they study that in school. Now, where the confusion is coming from is that in time past, the word optician is actually an older word. And in some countries like the UK, they still use the word optician. Optometrist is a newer word. But as far as specialization is concerned now, it has moved beyond just opticianry to optometry. So we need to understand all this. And actually, when you get into an eye clinic, in fact, it's so clear. So the optometrist is like the GP.
That's your GP.
Yeah,
for your eye clinic, that's your GP. Then the GP now sends you to the optician who will cut your glasses.
Yes, we just tell them.
That's the technical person. Cut the glasses. This is
then if there is need for higher treatment, we send to the ophthalmologist. Yes. So your optometrist is your primary eye care provider. Yes.
So at all times, when you look at some of these things that you need to deal with, you find that you have questions. That's why we'll put a number right there for you to reach out to and find out that you can send a message, you can call the number, you can reach out to us, and we definitely will answer some of your questions and find out what exactly it is. But as we round off the show this morning, I want us to just do like 5 pointers, things that you must not do to your eyes.
Wow, quite a number.
Let's just do 5.
Let's just do 5.
5 common ones.
Number one, please do not put anything in your eye that is not prescribed by the ophthalmologist.
Breast milk.
Or prescribed by the optometrist. Some people put agbo in the eye. Some people put herbs. Some people put potash. Some people put all kind of things.
There's one plant in my backyard when we were growing up at home that has one muco-like thing like this, and people used to put in their eyes when the eyes is not clear. Plants.
Jesus. Please. I have seen people erode their cornea because they were putting things in the eye. I've seen people go blind because they put the wrong things in the eye. Please do not put anything that is not prescribed by your optometrist in the eye. Okay. And please, this one is also linked to the other one. Avoid self-medication or asking your neighbor what to do when you have an eye problem. I have seen cases where patients will just go and meet their neighbor. My eye is red. Which eye drop did you use that time? The neighbor will now tell them that they will go to the chemist, go and buy the eye drop, and they start applying, not knowing that eye drop is not the right thing for their eyes. And please don't wear other people's glasses. Don't patronize quacks. When you have need for eye care, please go and see your optometrist. Also, as far as glaucoma is concerned, just like you have hypertension in the body, the form of hypertension in the eye that results in glaucoma is what we call intraocular pressure, high intraocular pressure. And this you cannot know at home. So make it a habit of going to the eye clinic to make sure you are checking your eye pressure, just like you check your blood pressure. Also go to the clinic. Yes, go and check. Because when that pressure is high, you can have glaucoma. If the pressure self is low, you can have glaucoma. And if it is normal, you can have glaucoma. That's why you need to go to the clinic. Please make sure that once a year, go to the eye clinic to have your eyes examined. Many people do not have their eye examined until they have serious debilitating conditions. Please, I'm saying, don't wait until you have an eye problem before you seek your optometrist. Because these days, our emphasis is on prevention, not curation. Our people say prevention is better than cure. So please, make sure you are doing a comprehensive eye examination.
Thank you so much, Dr. Imade, for being with us this morning on the Bumper Breakfast. We're still talking about caring for your eyes, and don't forget, all of those pointers are there. Don't go and say, my baby's eyes are here. You put breast milk there. You are killing the baby's eyes. It's not from, they say, anything from the breast is from heaven. You are lying. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
We'll see you again tomorrow morning. It's Women's Day, Wednesday.
Questions can actually send
Please send those questions to the number. The number again is 080-3333-6672.
Yes.
That's 080-3333-6672. Send all your questions, all your inquiries, make your calls to that number, and we will definitely provide answers to some of them. Our doctor will definitely be reaching out to you to find out and provide solutions to some of those high problems. I'll see you again tomorrow. My name is Tomi Singh. Have a beautiful day.